Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Emotions and Stories. We begin a new series based on love. Today's story is called The Boy Next Door. In the bustling lanes of Ahmedabad, the smell of fresh fafra and jalebi filled the morning air. Lived Anaya. She had spent all 13 years of life in the same old pole, where houses stood shoulder to shoulder and every neighborhood was like an extended family. The sound of temple bells mixed with honkings of cycle rickshaw, and the afternoons were filled with chatter of aunties on their balconies, sharing gossip as they strung garlands of fresh marigolds. Her world was predictable. School, evening badminton in a narrow street, secret mango heists from the uncle's backyard tree. The summer were filled with playful fights over the last piece of armrest, and the winters brought cozy nights wrapped in shawls, sipping masala chai. But everything changed when Aryan moved in the next door. Aryan was different. He didn't know he wasn't like the other boys in the pole. He had lived in Mumbai, wore fancy sneakers, and didn't know how to fly kites during Uttarayan. He spoke differently, had a way of tilting his head when he was confused, and had never eaten gatia with chai. Anaya found him odd at first, but curiosity won over suspicion. Their friendship started with an argument. She called him city boy with an air of mockery, and he called her gaon ki chori, a term he assumed was playful. They spent days bickering through careless insults and daring each other to do absurd things, until one evening when a sudden downpour caught them outside. They ran to the terrace for shelter, laughing as the rain drenched them completely. That was the beginning of something new. Aryan slowly adjusted to the pole life, and Anaya took it upon herself to teach him everything. How to bargain with the sabziwala without getting scammed, how to eat pani puri without gasping at the spice, and most importantly, how to fly a kite. He was a slow learner, but he tried. Their evenings were spent on the terrace, his fingers clumsy over the manja as she guided him patiently. The sky became their playground and their laughter a part of the wind. One day, just before the Uttarayan, Aryan showed up with a bright blue kite. "I'll fly this one," he declared. Anaya laughed, betting he wouldn't last a minute. But when the festival came, Aryan, after weeks of secret practice, managed to keep his kite afloat. He grinned triumphantly as his kite soared among the hundreds in the sky. And Anaya, in that moment, realized something. She had come to care for the boy next door, more than she had expected. But as life often does, things changed too soon. One evening, Aryan sat on the terrace quiet. "We are moving back to Mumbai," he said. Anaya felt something heavy settle in her chest, but she refused to show it. Instead, she challenged him at one last kite battle. The sky turned golden as the kites danced and fought in the wind, reflecting the setting sun. Their laughter mixed with the cheers of the neighborhood as they battled one final time. As Aryan's kite finally cut hers down, he looked at her and said, "I'll come back, maybe next Uttarayan." She didn't know if he would actually do it, but as she watched his blue kite soaring high above, carried by the wind, she decided to believe it, at least for that moment. We hope you like this story. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.